fuck is up, my bitches? If you are new here, hello, my name is Brittany. In today's video, we're going to be going through my Sephora loves list. Every time a sale is coming up, it's a whole thing. We do the loves list declutter, what's on my wish list. All those types of Sephora videos are coming at you because I feel like we're tiptoeing, we're getting close to a VIB sale, but there is a sale going on today. Actually, until I think it's till the 20th. They're doing 20% off foundations on Sephora. You could shop Sephora, JCPenney's, Kohl's. They all carry Sephora. 20% off. I've got some favorites. I'll talk about those at the end, like foundation recommendations. So you'll get those, and I'll probably actually talk about them during my loves list declutter because a lot of the times they stay on that list. So I know if I want to restock them, I remember my shades, shit like that. I see all the britches coming in the live chat. What's good, what's poppin'? If you guys like Sephora videos, if you guys like live streams, if you guys like just random ass bullshit on the internet, this is the place for you because we just sit down, we drink cocktails, we talk about makeup, we play with makeup. It's a whole thing, okay? Guys, if you can, do me a solid because I forgot to post on Instagram today that I was going live tonight. So you know what? If you're watching, take a little screenshot, tag me. I get a kick out of it whenever you guys do that. And if you guys missed my last video, my makeup geek video, I feel like I got lipstick on my teeth. Don't forget there's a giveaway. You're going to want to watch that after today's video. So let's dive into the loves list because we're going to be here for a while. And what else was I going to say? There was one more thing I was going to hit before I started. Oh, if you don't know what a loves list is. So when you have a Sephora account, you'll see the little hearts. Like when you see all the products all over the page, you'll see it like the top right-hand corner of each item. Like when you hover your mouse over it, it'll have a little heart. If you click it, it will add it to your loves list. It's basically like a wish list. That's what it is. I'm sure all you britches in here know what the fuck a loves list is, right? So let's get into what's on my loves list? What do I want to get? What am I eyeing? Especially since the VIB sale is coming up. So you're going to see everything right above my head. So you guys can't jump ahead and see what else I'm going to talk about. So the first thing is the Tom Ford The Shade and Illuminate Blush Duo. This is a perfect item to pick up during a VIB sale or a sale in general because it's a $90 blush. So spency. I'm actually wearing one right now. ColourPop's back, guys. I feel like ColourPop's the name because that's the one that cracks me up every single time. Okay, if you know, you know. If you're a frequent watcher, you know the fly is either we call it ColourPop. That's what it is. Fuck it. So the one I'm wearing today is the Explicit Flush. This is the first time I've used it, and I actually use the concealer as well. So this is the shade that I have. I paid full price for it. My first impression is, like, it's nice. Is it worth $90? If you're feeling real bouge, real spency, want to treat yourself, then sure. So this one's actually going to stay on my loves list because Cherry Blaze, that shade looks so beautiful. And also, the one that's more like a cool tone pink, that one's on my list as well. I don't know if I have that on my loves list, but I'm still eyeing that one. So Cherry Blaze, you ain't going nowhere quite yet. If you guys have anything that's on your loves list that you're like, I'm 90% sure I'm going to buy it during the sale, leave it in the comments. So then we have the Sephora Favorites, the Bestsellers Perfume Sampler Set. So they typically do this like every holiday. So it retails for $118, but it's like marked down to $68. I get one of these for my friend every single year. Like, he has me get it for his niece, I think. Like, every single year. Because you get a bunch of samples to try. But then you get a coupon for a full size. Like, this is such a good gift for especially Christmas or holiday. I love that they do these. And I think it was, excuse me, I think it was last year they had a Tom Ford fragrance that it was actually like a killer deal. Like the bottle of like the full size coupon was more expensive than what you would pay for the box. And then especially if you get 20% off or 15% off on top of that, like, why the fuck not? McFly. Fuck off, little fly. I got fly paper all over my damn house right now. So I'm going to keep this on my loves list now because I do typically pick this up during like VIB sale. Not necessarily for me, but for my friend. So then we have the Dior Forever Loose Cushion Powder. Oh, I went too far. Okay, so the Dior Forever Loose Cushion Powder, this shade is the medium. I think it's 030. I was hoping, because there's more shades on the Dior website, and if you're wondering, no, I still cannot purchase from the Dior site. I'm really getting fucking pissed. So they had a pink powder on the Dior site. I was hoping to see that, because I'm not going to buy one in like a medium or a light medium skin tone, because I have more than enough powders in my collection if you guys missed my last declutter. So if the pink one comes in stock, I think I am going to pick up that one. I really like the packaging. Dior is one of my favorite brands as well, so that one's still going to hang out on the loves list. And then the next one we can actually declutter, because I've still only done one video on this. The Natasha Denona, the Retro Eyeshadow Palette. I feel like a lot of people snagged this, and then if you didn't snag it, I feel like a lot of people are going to be picking this up during the next sale. So it's usually $65. I really like the price. I really like the structure of this. This palette is way prettier in real life than it looks in pictures. Let me just say that. So I already got it. So this one can come off of the loves list. That's exciting. So take it off. Then we have the Sol de Janeiro. This is the Anita times Sol de Janeiro, the perfume mist. I used to love having like the body mist when I used to work at the steel mill, just because my uniforms would always smell like shit. And it's not like a scent that, it's like I don't know, it's like, you know how there's like a perfume but then there's a body mist? Like I felt like the Brazilian Crush, it was something very appropriate to just like spray over like my stinky smelling uniform. Am I making sense? So when I was in Sephora the last time, I smelled this in person, but my senses were still kind of fucked up. They still are, but I feel like I liked this one better than I liked the original one, so that's why I put this one on there. Granted, I don't have to use it for that purpose anymore because I don't work there anymore, but it's still just one of those things, like if you even throw it in like a gym bag or something, which not something I'm doing either. But I do think I may pick this up. Have you guys tried this? I'm sure I'm not, because there's so many more fragrances that I want to get during the sale. I'm still going to leave this here, though. We'll leave this here for now. I'm seeing what you guys are saying in the chat. So good, but doesn't last like the other mist. That's good to know. That is good to know, because it did smell like a lot lighter than the Brazilian Crush, so maybe that's why. Oh. So speaking of fragrances that I'm, like, about to go fucking ham on during the next sale, Kilian Apple Brandy. This is $195, but the aesthetic of this freaking bottle is breathtakingly beautiful. Like, Kilian just has my heart. I blame Charlotte Holdcroft every single time. I was never checking for this brand. I don't think I even ever heard of them before. And then you got Charlotte over there talking about Love Don't Be Shy, and then I smelled Princess. I'm hooked on Kilian fragrances. This one ain't going nowhere, because if I'm gonna get it, it's gonna be during a sale, because that's the best time to save on something like that. That's such a big price point. Damn. So Apple Brandy, I would love to smell it in person. I wish that they would do like a mini size of it, but I threw that in there like as soon as it dropped. I'm like, all right, you're just gonna chill for a while. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to get that one or like a plethora of other mini sizes, like the Huda Beauty, the invite only amber travel spray. $27. It's currently out of stock. It's going to stay on my loves list. This is one nice thing about the loves list, is you could like set your reminders, or like if it comes back in stock, they'll email you. This is like a perfect way. But you know what? Sometimes Sephora plays you. Okay? If you have stuff on your loves list and you're waiting for it to come back in stock, sometimes they don't send you an email. Sometimes I'll just pop on my loves list and it'll be, oh, back in stock. I can't tell you how many times that's happened with the Charlotte Tilbury, the contour wand. But yes, I totally want this, especially in the mini size, because I'm really into mini sizes because, one, not nearly as expensive. But two, you can't smell most of these in real life. So that's where I'm like, yeah, if I'm going to get these, you know, I want to get the smaller sizes, right? K. Ellie, though, I think they do fragrance beautiful. Like, everything that I've smelled except for Elixir. I think it was Elixir, and there was one more that weren't my favorite. But, like, citrus, musk, vanilla. I want to smell that, like, sweet pepper, the pink one. Invite only, though. This one, I think, is probably the one I'm the most excited about. These flies. Now we've got two in here. Holy shit. Okay. Just ignore the flies, guys. Just ignore them. So then we have the Cinema Secrets, the Tropical Lemon Makeup Brush Cleaner Pro Starter Kit. Oh shit, it's out of stock. Retails, or it's a $30 value, and it's marked down to $25. You get this little sample set. So with this set, I want to try it because I love the original. I got it right here. I usually buy this bottle during like VIB sale just because better value, and then I'll put it in these little spray bottles. I really wanted to try this one, though, just for something different, because I've used this for years. Like, I bet you I've used this for at least, like, 5+ years. I've been using this forever. This is not meant to deep clean your brushes, but when you got something like this going on and you want to get most of that color off of it, basically like color switch sort of a situation, I don't recommend using it on natural hair brushes because it does have alcohol and it will be very drying on your natural hair brushes. But synthetics, if you're a freelance artist, this stuff's bomb. But the Tropical Lemon, that just sounds like it smells phenomenal. Like, this has a very, very heavily fragrant vanilla scent to it, and I know not everybody loves that. So I just want to smell this. So I'll probably end up picking that up during the next sale, because I'm almost out of that one, but I love that stuff. Oh, it smells like paint thinner, though? The lemon one or the original one? Because I know quite a few people don't love the original. I love it, though. I love the smell of it. It's definitely, like, strong alcohol smell, but the vanilla is so intense that it does a decent job at making it more bearable for, like, an alcohol scent to it. Does that make sense? So that one, that's going to stay. This next one, the Huda Beauty, the Wild Obsessions eyeshadow palette. I went back and forth on this palette so many times. It's $29, so it's not a bad price. But I actually saw these when I came across that Kohl's at Sephora in that local store that was near me. And I swatched it and I was like, I don't need this. The formulas didn't feel that fantastic. Like, I feel like I'm at the point now where I could feel a shadow and just know if I'm going to like it or not. Sometimes I guess wrong. But I was like, listen, Brittany, calm your tits, okay? We got all these holiday releases coming up. I know it's only $29. That's the justification that I'm going to give you for today. But I've heard amazing reviews. Like, I feel like this is what really held me back, was every time that people, I think, talk about these mini palettes, the reviews aren't that great. I feel like I always hear really good reviews on Huda's bigger palettes. So I'm like, nah, we're going to take that off. And then we have Miss Gucci. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. I had to take off my, I had to take down that Gucci eyeshadow palette picture off my Instagram. I got an email today because that wasn't supposed to be on the internet, I guess, yet. Did y'all get that Gucci palette, though? I did. I think it'll be here, like, in October. Anyways, the Flora Gorgeous Gardenia Eau de Parfum Rollerball. I was really hoping, is this like an actual rollerball, or is it, like, one of the roller balls that actually has, like, the pump? You know what I'm saying? Like, the actual spray. So it's $34. This is another one. The last time I was in Sephora, I smelled it, but I'm like, I feel like I'm not getting the full effect, because I've heard really good reviews on this one, and I think that the Gardenia is so different for what I would typically wear, especially, like, fall, winter. I like to do basically, like, almost like sweet, warm, musk, a little bit of floral. Like, I'm very much into the musky scents for fall and winter. Oh, excuse me. I keep getting the burps. Ah, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Ooh, ooh, Gucci gang. Oh, I wish I had a button for that where I could just go Gucci gang, Gucci gang. But this one, I'm going to keep it, but this is in store. So I think the next time I go in store, I'm going to try to smell it again and then make my final verdict. But this is like in my mind what's going to happen during the next sale. I'm just going to buy a shit ton of rollerballs. And be like, now I can layer them and I have a plethora of new fragrances. Because you know what? These full size, like, I do want to get a full size of the Love Don't Be Shy because I really do like that one. I would love to get a full size of Angel Share as well, which you're probably going to see me talk about. But it's like some of these other ones, it's like, I feel like this Flora one I would probably wear primarily in like springtime, which we're kind of on our way out. So this one might wait until maybe next year now. But she gonna stay. She gonna stay for now. Next one. These are, like, these next two are actually the same product, so I'll just talk about them both. The Dior, the Backstage Rosy Glow Blush. This has been a product that's been out for a really long time. They're both sold out. This is the power of the fucking Jenner Kardashians. Kylie Jenner, there was something, I don't know if it was an article or what, but Kylie had said that this was her favorite blush. Bitch sold that shit out so fast. Like, I'm pretty sure Dior was sold out. Sephora sold out. Like, you can't get these blushes, like, anywhere right now. And they were on my radar, but it was just, like, an easy pass. I don't know why. Especially now, being that Dior is one of my favorite brands. Like, I'm getting real salty towards their IT team, though, right now. But I do want to eventually get both of these because they do look really beautiful. Supposedly they like color adjust to your skin. Whether they actually do or not, I don't fucking know. But I want them anyways, primarily because they're Dior. They look beautiful. And I feel like everybody that I've seen talk about them since like Kylie made them sell out, everybody loves them. And everybody looks beautiful wearing it. So there's that. Then we have Miss Pat McGrath, the Skin Fetish Divine Powder Blush. I think I have a couple of these on my list. I've got Paradise Venus. This is the one you guys are seeing now. It's a terracotta demi-matte. Also, wow, there's a lot of stuff sold out. $38. Okay, if you have these blushes, are they worth it? Like, are they worth it? Because honestly, I feel like now we're just over here like, how do you fuck up a blush? Honestly, some of my favorites, formula-wise, so maybe you guys can give me some feedback because, again, I haven't tried these. So, some of my favorite formulas for blush, we've got Vive. They're, like, probably number one. NARS. I'm really into the M Cosmetics, the powder blushes. They're like a baked gelée. Oh my god, Chanel. But like the blush, I really hope, I really hope Chanel does like another blush highlighter duo for holiday. That would really come through. Hourglass has some of my favorite. I haven't reached for Hourglass in a while. That's enough. Let me know, are these worth it? Like, hold on. I'm looking in the chat. I love them, Julie says. Rose says, yes, I have 2 of them and love them so much. So, okay, Ashley, get it on Pat sale. Is Pat still 25% off? Because I could end up picking up one. The other thing was, how is the packaging on these? Because one thing I complained about, like, the quad palettes was the edges were very sharp. Like, I don't know what it is about me and, like, textures of shit, but sharp edges, that was, like, a deal breaker. So let me know, and then maybe I'll end up picking up one, because that shade is really beautiful. I'll probably end up getting one eventually. I just, excuse me, I just love blushes. So, we're going to talk about more. We've got Makeup by Mario, the Soft Pop Powder Blush. I think I'm going to take this off, because I looked at his in store, like, they look pretty, but there's really nothing necessarily, like, super special about them. Like, even when I swatch them, I'm like, they just look like blush, you know? I feel like I'm in the market for, like, a really skin-like with a very subtle, like, radiant effect to it, basically like how Vives are. That's, like, my favorite thing about them is when you apply the Vive ones, you get this beautiful, like, radiance, borderline luminosity to your skin, but it looks so skin-like for a powder. That is what I'm looking for, and I don't feel like the Mario ones, like, the texture of the formula felt really, like, really nice, really soft, like, buttery smooth. but I didn't see that, like, radiance. It almost just looked like a matte blush, which are probably my least favorite blushes, are just the matte formulas. I'm gonna take that one off. I really love his, like, the cheek pop, his basically, like, cream highlighters. Those are gorgeous. And then we've got, I don't know if it's Refi or Refi, the cream bronzer. They basically stocked a whole bunch of shit because initially on the Sephora site, this brand, I'm not going to pronounce it correctly, so I'm just going to say this brand. So this brand initially only had brow products on the site, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, we have like a shit ton of complexion stuff. So I was curious about that. It gives me like Tower 28 vibes, and I think that's what really attracted me to this. So I put the color tan, $26, so that's not terrible. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. I really want to see like a video of like somebody doing like a full face of Refi or something like that. If that's something you guys would like to see me do, let me know. I got something on my face. But I'm going to chill for now because, like, I don't want to get my, like, bronzer, contour, cream liquid situation out of control because I have, like, a basket full. We already did that declutter. I'm not trying to add too many more at the same time. Does that make sense? So I'm going to hold off on that one for now. And then I also have the Refi, same brand, the cream blush in the shade Citrine. It's a rich burnt orange with warm undertones and a dewy finish. Fuck me up. That sounds like a perfect blush for me. I might pick that one up during the next sale. And this is another one. It reminds me of Tower 28, like Golden Hour, but I think that this is going to have more of like a sheen to it. Maybe, I don't know. I just saw this shade. Like, anytime I see, like, orangey toned blushes, I'm just like, fuck me all the way up. I love it. It looks so flattering on my skin. And I'm over here like, I see it. I like it. I want it. I'm probably gonna get it. But this is another one I'm like, I do not need any more cream blushes, damn it. Oh, let's see. Ellie says, if you had to choose Pat or Dior, my budget for the VIB is only $100. Are you talking about for blush? Or you guys might be talking in the chat. Tell me what product you're talking about. I'm always going to be favorable towards Dior, though, so you might want to ask an unbiased opinion. I'm one of those people that's like, go for Dior because Pat McGrath always has better sales than the VIB sale. And if the 25% off on Pat McGrath's site is still happening, like, perfect opportunity to snag one right now. So then, more Dior. We have the Dior Forever Natural Powder Bronzer in the shade number 6, Amber Bronze. I don't know why I haven't picked this up yet. Probably because I can't shop the Dior website. Like, it makes me so mad because I know you guys know how much I would say, like, I love shopping the website. Like, customer service is, like, 20 out of 10. Like, everything about shopping the Dior, like, website is incredible, and the fact that I can't do it, it makes me big mad. So maybe I'm just salty, but I've heard really great things about this bronzer and also the Chanel bronzer with like it almost looks like a rope. I just need to get my life together. I still want to keep it on my loves list though, just because it's something I want to own eventually. Like, Dior's a brand, I just want to own it all. And that's it. So I'm going to keep her on there. And then we have Charlotte Tilbury, the Eyes to Mesmerize Cream Eyeshadow. I feel like this could come off my loves list because if I were to purchase this, I feel like I would purchase it from the Charlotte Tilbury website. One, I actually really like shopping Charlotte's website. I just bought the new, like, the holiday palette. I bought that last night. I usually get, like, 2-day shipping, so it comes super fast. And I feel like she does sales, like, not, like, nearly as often as Pat McGrath. I feel like I've seen sales, though, on Charlotte Tilbury. Or I feel like Charlotte Tilbury is frequently on sale with, like, other retailers as well. This is just something I know that I don't really need right now. So I'm going to take this off my loves list. Josephine, listen, can you create a new account on Dior? See if that works. I have literally tried it all. Literally. I've tried creating new accounts, checking out as a guest, using my husband's stuff, paying with like 8 different cards. Like, I've literally tried it all. Let me ask you guys this really quick. If you have purchased from the Dior website, do you guys have Apple products? Like an Apple Mac or like iPhone because I'm like, it's so fucked up that it's not happening to everybody. And the fact that I tried to buy it so many different ways, like I've tried even Klarna. Literally, I'm trying everything to buy from the Dior website, and nothing's working. So let me know if you've purchased recently, like within the past like 2 weeks. Let me know, because I'm very curious, because it's really pissing me off, because the customer service is also not helpful at all. They can't tell me literally anything that's going on. Anyways, that's a story for another day. The Jouer Cosmetics Bloom Bronze and Glow Bronzer and Highlighter Duo. This is a brand that I'm over here, like, I love the aesthetic. I feel like this is a brand that I would fucking love. Like, their products just look like they align with my makeup style. And I never end up... Oh, hello from Dominican! Yes! I love that. I just never end up buying their stuff. I don't know why. It's just like, I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm interested. And then it just gets so easily like when I first saw these, we talked about these on new makeup releases, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to get one. And then it launched, and I just never did it. I don't know. I think this might come off my loves list, because I think if I was gonna get it, I would have gotten it already. Yeah, we're gonna take it off, and then we have more Dior. The Dior Forever Couture Luminizer Highlighter Powder in the shade Pink Glow, a radiant pink. I just want this shade. That's it. I have number 3 and number 1. Number 3 is spectacular, like chef's kiss. So gorgeous. It's everything. Number 3 is the white one. So number 3 is the one that's spectacular. The number 1, it doesn't really give me different vibes from the other Dior highlighters that I own. So out of the ones that I've tried, number 3 is the one that I recommend. I'm sure that this pink one would be the exact, like, I would feel the exact way. Like, it's nothing spectacular, but it's Dior, and I know that I love it. So I'm going to keep that on there. And then I have the Refi, however you say it, the gloss highlighter. I would love to compare this to the Vive highlighter, because I feel like this is going to be like the same type of product, but the price range, the prices I think are like the exact same. Let's see. Britt, have you tried using a different browser? Girl, I've tried using it all. I've tried clearing out my history, my cache, whatever the fuck. I've tried it all, damn it. I'm so mad. So this highlighter, I have talked so much about how, let me grab it really quick. I even think the packaging is really similar between these two. So the Vive, the Skin Dew, I feel like these are going to be so similar as far as what it is. So what I say about this one, first of all, it smells amazing. It smells like vanilla. But it's like, it almost feels like a lip gloss, but it has the most beautiful... I'm going to swatch it for you because it's truly stunning. I'm going to say this in like every single video until this brand gets fucking hype. Why is it that people don't talk about Vive? Like, they're over there killing it, straight killing it. So this, it has that dewy finish that makes your face look wet, but it has that, oh, that sheen is stunning. So I feel like the Refi one is probably going to be the same one, or the same thing. The Refi Gloss, oh, it's in a tiny tube. Is it smaller, though, than the Skin Dew? Is it smaller than this? I mean, I obviously won't buy the Refi one, I don't think, until probably I run out of this, which probably will never happen, because that's just clearly not my journey in my collection. Incognito window. Listen, I didn't even know that's a thing. So maybe I'll try to see what that is. I'll keep you guys posted, because I know you guys are probably sick of hearing me bitch about not being able to buy Dior. Okay, so now we have the YSL, the new Dewy Mist Rejuvenating Face Spray. I don't know why I honestly put this in my loves list, because I'm like, it just looks like a setting spray, like a facial spray. I'm gonna take this off. Yeah, I have no idea why I added that. No. We're gonna take that off because I'm not gonna get that. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I'm just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I need you guys to come through on this one. The Utopian Dream Pat McGrath palette. Do you have this? Do I need it in my life? Because I swear every single time I see somebody wear that purple shade, I'm like, oh, but did I fuck up by not getting that palette? But here's my thing. I don't like Pat McGrath mattes, at least the ones that I've tried. Which I've only tried Divine Rose 2 and the Celestial Divinity from last year. I don't like any of the mattes. They just don't blend the way that I like my shadows to blend. I find them a little bit more difficult to work with. Just me and my humble opinion. I need to know, though. It's $125. But does the 25% off on Pat McGrath, does that count towards this palette? Because then I would just buy it over there. I don't know. I'm just over here like, I feel like I would just rather spend my money elsewhere. Do not do it! I don't think you need it because of Divine Rose 2. And then we have Nicole. You need Utopian Dream. Oh, I'm still so undecided. I'm probably not going to get this because Lord knows how many palettes are about to slap us in the face for holiday. But I will say, though, every time I see people wear this, and I'm like, oh, that shit look fucking nice. Especially when Morgan Turner wears it. Oh, when she wears that purple, I'm just like, bitch, it looks so good. Oh, let's see. I was disappointed in Pat McGrath except that purple shade. It was just meh. So, okay, so, yeah, I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna take it off and stop fucking thinking about it. We're done. We broke up, Pat. Alright, so then we have Huda Beauty, the K. Alley Utopian Vanilla Cocoa. Why are all these mini sizes sold out? The fuck? $27. I just want to smell them all. That's it. That's staying on there because that one is, I think if I had to pick, invite only would be the one that I would get, but Utopian Vanilla Cocoa, like, it still sounds so good. And I want to smell it. And then we have the Bite Beauty, the Power Move Hydrating Soft Matte Lipsticks. I wonder if this is going to be similar, like, formula-wise to, what the fuck were they called? The Amuse Bouche lipsticks. Because the Power Move Matte, like, the ones that look like borderline, like, pencils, that formula reminds me of the Amuse Bouche so much. So I'm like, ooh, are they doing the same thing? And then this color, it's a warm terracotta, and I'm just like, for fall, that would be stunning. I feel like this is another brand, too, though, because they're frequently on sale. Or there's, like, incentives to purchase or stuff like that. On the Bite Beauty site, I feel like that's where I would probably pick it up, would be there. So I think I'm going to take this off as well. But that shade does look really pretty. And then we have another Eyes to Mesmerize cream shadow. I'm just going to take that off. And then we have the Makeup by Mario, the Soft Sculpting Shaping Stick. I want to try this, so I'm going to keep this on. Like, I would rather try this over the Jouer one. And the reason I say that is just because of how impressed I am with his blush formula. Like, this blush, if you didn't watch my cream blush declutter, this blush in earthy pink is so fucking good. It's, oh, if you tune in for my Sephora recommendations for the VIB sale, this is 100% going to be on it. So that is going to stay there. It's out of stock. There's so much stuff out of stock. Holy crap. And then we have the Replica Autumn Vibe Travel Spray. See, this is where I like travel sprays or like the minis that have a spray. I don't really like roller balls. Autumn vibes, though. Like, that just sounds like it would be perfect for fall. I will say, though, Replica fragrances, questionable when I apply them to myself. I don't know why. I feel like these remind me of like a candle that I would like to smell. I don't necessarily want my body to smell like that. That's the vibe that I get from Replica. Ashley said, do I have enough Sephora points to get a $100 gift card? Bitch, of course I do. Why? What do I need to get? That was where I was debating using that to get the Pat McGrath, but I'm like, Nah, because if I get that and it sucks, I'm going to be pissed that I wasted a free $100 gift card. I don't know. I just saw Ashley asked, does anyone know what's going on with the Natasha Denona Gold? I can't find it anywhere. I would assume, because I'm pretty sure that was like a limited edition palette. But you know what? Holiday is coming. Maybe she's going to give us like, Natasha needs to give us like another Metropolis. But maybe she's going to do like maybe she's going to do a palette inspired by the gold. I don't know, though. I haven't heard a damn thing about the gold palette in a minute. Ashley, I think you were the one that I last heard talk about it. All right, so actually, I'm going to take the autumn vibes off because I don't think that I'm going to like that one. And there's other fragrances that I would much rather purchase, like Killian, for example. And then we have the Charlotte Tilbury, the Instant Look All Over Face palette, the Look of Love collection, $75. I'm going to take this off my loves list because this was one I'm like, okay, it'd be great for travel. I think a lot of people would like something like this. It's like a basic bitch palette. But I do always find, and this is why I didn't get, not the most recent face palette, but the newest one, like I bought it and I'm like, I just don't think I can justify the price. It's like there's the face palettes and stuff are nice. I just don't know if they're, I don't know, it's just like, I love basic, but they're literally like the definition of basic. Like so fucking basic, it's ridiculous. So, and like $75 though, I'm just like, nah, we're gonna take that off. I'm seeing what you guys are saying in the chat. We're gonna take that off. So then we have the Sol de Janeiro, the Brazilian Joya Refreshing Dry Shampoo. I really like this. I actually went through a whole full size. I think I featured that in an empties video already. I was looking at my basket. I think in my last empties I talked about this. It smells incredible. I didn't know if I was going to love it for like a hair refresher type spray because I like my body to smell like the Boom Boom Cream, but I don't know if I love my hair to smell like it. It's very strange. I'm very scent specific. Is anybody else like that? But this was a fantastic formula. It left like a slight white cast when you would spray it, but it went out super quick. I think I'm just like, okay, for the price, for how fast I went through it, like, yes, it worked fantastic, but I just think, like, Batiste is still fucking killing it. It's so inexpensive. It's so inexpensive. And it's just fucking bomb. Maturely Glam. Can we take a minute and say, damn. Wait, let's do it. Let's do it. Damn, Gina. Was that a minute? Okay, back to the Sol de Janeiro. I'm going to take this one off. I'm also going to take off the Rio Deo aluminum-free deodorant. I haven't heard anybody talk about this since it launched. But this is another one. I'm like, I don't know if I want my pits to smell like the Boom Boom Cream. Especially if it's aluminum-free because, guys, I stink. Like, I sweat. I smell. If I need some serious deodorant. Like, I wear men's deodorant to make sure I don't smell. Okay? I don't think that's going to do it for me. So we're just going to avoid that, okay? So then we have the Huda Beauty, the Bomb Brows Micro Shade Brow Pencil. I have 2 of these currently. This is like my favorite. I do want to get another shade, the lighter, because I think I got the darkest of the Refi. I think next time I need to get a brow pencil, probably during the VIB sale, I'm going to get the like mid-tone one of this. Because, like, I like this because of how easy it blends, but there's something so amazing about the Huda one. But I go through this so fast, that's why it stays on my loves list. Because I'm like, okay, when I buy those, I buy 2. Because of how fast I go through them. The Refi one, though, like, how it blends, and, like, if you fuck up, it just, like, erases. It is really nice, but I think the Huda one lasts better. But today, I'm over here, like, I used that Makeup Geek eyeshadow in my last video for my brows, and I'm back to doing powder brows again. This is what always happens. I'll go back and forth. 1 minute I'll be using the brow pencils, and then I'll go back to the just using eyeshadows. So, How do we feel? Like, I think my brows look fucking good, especially this one. And that's usually my bad brow. Like, everything just looks fab, right? So I'm going to keep that on there because I do frequently purchase those. I think I've gone through 4 of them already. Yeah, they're bomb. Love them. And then we have the Sol de Janeiro, the Mini Balm Dia Bright Body Cream. I'm very surprised at how many people think this smells better than the Boom Boom Cream. I'm very surprised. Like, it smells nice, but it's so light. Like, so light. My favorite formula of the Sol de Janeiro line is the Coco Cabana cream, formula-wise. I wish that they would make a Coco Cabana cream with the Boom Boom Cream fragrance, because there's something so special about that formula. But this one, I'm just like, I'm going to take it off. Because, like, it smelled nice, but it was not making me lose my shit, okay? So we have more Skin Fetish Divine Powder Blush. So we've got Nude Venus. I forget, I saw somebody wearing this and I'm like, ooh, that looks really pretty. And then I also have Electric Bloom, which I think if I get any of them, I'm going to get the first one. Just because look at, even these are all sold out. What the fuck? I'm going to take off Electric Bloom because I have so many coral blushes that I don't even know what to do with. And when the time comes that I can purchase from Dior, I'm going to have like 5 more. So I'm going to take that one off. I'm going to keep the Nude Venus and that first one. I'll probably get the first one. But I'll probably get them from Pat McGrath. Okay, I'm going to keep them there for now. If Pat McGraths are still on sale, I'll probably buy them like after this video. Okay, so then we have the KLE, the Sweet Diamond Pepper, or Pink Pepper. Are you guys noticing a trend? I just want all of these Huda, or not Huda. Yeah, it's still Huda Beauty. The KLE fragrances, I just want them all. And that's also out of stock. So, it's going to stay there. Isles of Paradise, the Self-Tanning Water Refill. This is brought to you by TikTok, because somebody posted a TikTok, I think it was last year. And I added this to my loves list immediately because, or no, it was early, like, summer this year. So this was trending on TikTok, which always makes me nervous because there's so many bad products that go viral on TikTok. I truly don't understand. So somebody put this in, like, a continuous spray, and the tan looked incredible. So we're getting into, like, the time of the year where I will dabble in self-tanning. Like, I'm not one of those people that does it, like, every week. Nothing like that. I don't go crazy. I'm just like, oh, I want to look a little bit darker today? Cool. And then it just kind of fades off and I just ride it out. It's not, like, a routine for me, if that makes sense. So, have you guys tried this? I'm curious. Because of TikTok. That's the only reason why. Josephine says she really likes the pink diamond. I really wish that they would do, like, the mini sizes to look exactly how, like, the bigger bottles look. How the pink, like, the Pink Pepper one, it's pink. Because it looks so pretty. But I understand why they don't. I get it. We're going to have a lot of KLE fragrances, I'm sure. So then we have the LYS Beauty, the Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush. This is going to stay on my loves list, but I probably won't purchase it for the VIB. $16. That's exactly why. Because I'm like, realistically, you're not saving too much money off of $16 at a 20% off. It's just like, if I'm picking and choosing, I'm going to pick the stuff that's more expensive and take advantage of the sale, right? So, I love this formula. I don't really need any cream blushes right now. But, oh, I just said, Lisa, I'm dying, Kaylee. Amber, it's your all-time favorite. That's the invite-only one, isn't it? Oh, I want to smell it! I'm jealous. I'm going to keep the LYS one. Westman Atelier, the Baby Cheeks Blush Stick in the shade Pape. Or Pop It. I think it's Pape, though. I want to say I had the shade Bichette. It's the more, like, red tone one. I basically put this on my loves list because I'm like, okay, this is a formula I really want to try. But I wanted to get a shade that's not really in my collection, and this is like a bright pink. I think I saw Vicky J wear this, and I was like, oh my god, it looks so good on her. So it's like super bright, super poppy, but the only thing I would have comparable to what I envision this to look like is the Tower 28 Happy Hour. Sorry, that was probably disgusting. So it probably looks like this, but formula's obviously different. Components completely different. Westman Atelier is also like luxury, clean beauty, all that sort of stuff. I did pick up those iPods. I can't wait to try those. But I'm going to keep this in there, though, because I still want to try this formula. I have the highlighters. I have the contour. Fantastic. Love the packaging. Just expensive. So $48, I'm going to wait. And then we've got the Dior Forever Skin Correct Conceal. Or no, Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. There we go. $36. This is one of my favorite concealers, like literally of all time. I do think I'm in trouble, though, because the concealer I used today, though, I'm over here like, shit. This is why you shouldn't have bought that, Brittany. That's what I said to myself when I applied it. So I currently have the shade 3N. 2.5 neutral is basically like when I'm a little bit lighter than what I am now. Because it does give me like a little bit of a brightening. This is fantastic, especially if you have like mature skin, fine lines, wrinkles. This is concealer that it's like medium coverage, but it looks so natural, beautiful. This is why it's on my loves list, because I love it. And I've gone through 2 of them, I think, which is like unheard of for me. That like never happens. So staying on the loves list, just as a friendly reminder, like, hey, do you need me yet? Because sometimes that happens. Then we have the Patrick Ta, the Monochrome Moment Blush Brush number 1. Holy shit. $35. If this is natural hair, I would get it. But if it's synthetic, I'm going to pass, because I already have probably 5,000 brushes just like this. But I love the aesthetic. I love Patrick Ta's brand, period. I love just everything about it. And I think that's why I added it to my loves list. Or I saw somebody using it, and I'm like, oh, it just looks so pretty. It's one of those things. Do I want to take this off or keep it on? Do you guys have it? Bethany knows. Bethany knows. Tammy knows. Shit. See, you guys all know exactly what I'm talking about. The fucking Tom Ford concealer, damn it. I fucked myself. I know I did. I already know it. Okay, so this one, I feel like I'm gonna take this off. I have not tried the ABH concealer, but I did just hear Morgan Turner say that they're comparable. But I don't know. I'm like, but am I gonna get it? But do I want to compare it? Do I want to buy another concealer? Not really. Maybe like when I run out of a concealer, I would purchase it, but also keep in mind today was the first day that I've ever worn it. Okay, back to the loves list. We're taking that off. Then we have the NARS blush in the shade Exhibit A. I'm so excited because when I bought this palette, I didn't realize it initially. I've wanted this fucking blush ever since I heard Scott Barnes talk about it. He was using it. I forget what video it was, and I'm just like, oh my god, it looks so beautiful. I swear, he can recommend anything, and I'm just like, yep, want it. That's the Scott Barnes effect. So, I got this palette at Ulta. I think this one's currently sold out, but it's available on NARS. Exhibit A is right here. So, I could take this $30 blush off my list, and I got 3 other shades for probably like the same price. And I got 10 times the points. Actually, I don't think I even paid for this. I think I got it free with my points at Ulta. I love that for me. So, I don't need Exhibit A. Bye, bitch. And then Killian Paris, Love Don't Be Shy. $240. This is one I will 100% buy a full size. This, I got this like the travel size just to try it first. Phenomenal. Phenomenal by itself. Love layering it with everything else that I have as well. This is deliciously good. Oh, it smells so sexy. It's like sexy, sophisticated, like yummy because it's got like a marshmallow undertone to it. It smells so fucking good. I want a full size for $240. I know. excessive, but it's staying there. That is probably what I'll use like my $100 rewards to. Something that I know that I'm going to love and not take a gamble on it. So then the Jouer, the Blush and Bloom Cheek and Lip Duo. Another one, it's like, I wanted it, and it just kind of went, whoop. It just floated on by. So I'm going to take that one off because clearly I didn't care enough about it to get it when it launched. Because, like, there's some products that I'm like, okay, if I see it, I'll get it. Like, oh, hold on. How do I want to explain this? When I'm buying makeup, I'm always mindful, like, of YouTube, obviously. So I'm like, all right, if it drops, I need to buy it, like, right then. If I don't buy it right then, I'm not going to get it. So the fact that these even go in my loves list, it's just like, Brittany, why are you even bothering? Probably for this video right now. But that's just, like, what goes through my head, just because, like, I love talking about new makeup. I still love featuring old makeup, but I feel like the core of my channel is primarily focusing on new makeup while also tying in old makeup. And then, especially too, I think in my mindset now is, once my, like, organization is done, it's going to be a different story. So I'm probably doing myself a favor by taking these out of my, like, loves list right now, because after my, like, organization's done, I probably would have went ham and just bought a bunch of shit that I didn't need. Just because I'll be like, oh, I got room in my collection now. Oh, Melass, when's the sale? Supposedly in November. But I don't think that has been... I don't think it's been announced yet. But there's that. Not positive on the dates. Trust and believe. When I find out, you know there's going to be recommendations, wish lists. It's always a thing. It's always the thing here. I have a playlist dedicated to, like, Sephora. So if you guys want to binge, it'll be there. So the Drunk Elephant, the Mini Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. So this is $40. I have said before, because I was using one from, I think it was Good Molecules, and I'm like, oh, I don't think I'll ever buy the Drunk Elephant one. And then I got a sample of the Drunk Elephant one. And this is where sometimes I need to calm my titties with the things that I say, because I'm like, nah, bitch. No, you were wrong. I tried the Good Molecules one. I really enjoyed that. Had the trial of this, and I was like, I get why one is $40 for a mini and one is $8. It's definitely an investment, because the bigger size is, I think, $80. But when I tell you that this is a game changer when you start using it, it's fantastic. Like, this is such a good product. It's one of those products that you're like, when you're using it, you're like, oh, okay, it's fine. It's good. Like, you know, it's making my skin look really good, but you don't notice what it does until you don't use it anymore. So this is one I'm like, I really do want to bring this back into my routine, because I'm not using any facial oils right now. And I used to have oily skin. I feel like having an oil in my routine really helps my skin thrive, because I always think that my skin was so dehydrated, which is why my skin was oily. Now it's a lot more like, I would say, like, normal combo, because I still have, like, oily areas. But, I mean, oils in your skincare routine are your friend, especially at nighttime. So then we have the Laneige, the Lip Treatment Balm. I kept this in my loves list, and I'm still going to keep this because this launched at, like, a really strange time. And listen, the Jack Black lip balms are fire. They're like $8, and they're incredible. One of the best lip balms on the market. So the Lip Treatment Balm, this was intriguing to me because I think Laneige does make really good products. But going into, like, fall, winter is when I would buy stuff like this, just because my lips get a lot more dry. But then again, too, I'm probably going to get lip filler again. And that really helped with my dry lips. So I really love the other Laneige one, like the ones that are super popular. I really like those as well. I'm going to keep this on here, though, because I also heard that this smells incredible. So let me know if you've tried this one and you've tried, like, the other Laneige ones that come in, like, the pot, the lip sleeping mask. I think that's what it's called. Which one do you guys like better? because I'm probably going to end up getting one at some point. So then we have the Tom Ford, the Skin Illuminating Powder Duo. This, I feel like, has been in my loves list for way too long, and I'm like, if you haven't bought it yet, you're not going to buy it. Like, look for it at CCO or something, because that's how old it is. So I'm going to take this one off my loves list. I feel like he's about to have so many new things coming to his brand, so that's the stuff that I'll probably focus on. And then we have Killian the Angel Share. This is another fantastic fragrance. Amazing. I found like a little, like, you know when you get like gifts with purchase with the little samples of perfumes that come like wrapped in basically like a piece of paper? I found an Angel Share one. So I started using it and I'm like, oh my god, this smells incredible. Like, it kind of gives me like similar vibes to the Love Don't Be Shy, except I think the Love Don't Be Shy is more like sweet, if that makes sense. I think that marshmallow is what really pulls when I wear it. Whereas the Angel Share, this is like, I could wear this all the fucking time. I really want to smell the apple brandy one though, because that probably smells so good. It probably smells so good for fall and winter. Oh my god. So I'm going to keep Angel Share there too, because that's another one I want to own that. Straight up, I want to own it. It looks like a glass of scotch. It's a whole vibe, and I want it. And that's it. And then we have the Tom Ford, the lip color lipstick in Indian Rose. I done fucked up with this one because I should have... Ashley said it's on sale, Beautylish a lot, that Tom Ford palette, so I'll have to keep my eyes peeled. So, this packaging, it was like the Rose Prick collection. The lipsticks were so good. Like, the packaging was such high quality. I got the shade... It's right here. I got this one. This was like the satin lip in To Die For. It's so cute. I love the pink and black. Love this formula. And Indian Rose was one that I feel like you guys were always saying, like, oh, because I already have Casablanca. So there was Indian Rose and Casablanca in this same packaging. I should have gotten it. I should have did it. I did it. And now it's out of stock. So I probably won't end up getting this one, but I'm going to keep it on my loves list just in case. You never know. It might creep up. We might try it. So then we have the Murad, the Acne Control Clarifying Body Spray. Are you guys noticing, like, how much stuff I have on my loves list? It's ridiculous. It's just like, yep, add. So this Acne Control Body Spray, I always hear Coffee Break with Danny talk about this because I get back knee a lot, but I think I figured out what causes my back knee. And I think it's the Briogeo conditioner, like the banana and coconut superfood one, the one that I love. Ever since I started using that again, I'm getting breakouts like all up on my neck again. And my skin was doing so well because I get the back knee that they're like really big and they're really deep. So it's like even if you touch it, it hurts. That's what I get. So I think that like clogs my pores or something because I've even tried like the freaking... You name it, I've tried it. The brushes, everything. So she recommended using this. But I'm going to, like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it off my loves list because if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy it at Ulta anyways. But I think it is that conditioner because I'm telling you, ever since I started using it again, I'm like, oh, here comes the back knee again. Because I haven't been using it in a while and I just incorporated it back into my hair care. So that's going to come off. And then we have the Westman Atelier, the Baby Cheeks Blush Stick. This is the Bichette. So we already talked about this one. I'm going to keep this one on my list as well because this one does look... It looks like a shade that's totally up my alley. And I feel like that could be different for my collection. I don't think I'm going to get it anytime soon, but I'm going to keep it there because it still looks soups pretty. And then we have the Westman Atelier, the Super Loaded Tinted Cream Highlighter. These are $75, and I've sat there, like, I even had a gift card, right? I had a gift card for Westman Atelier, and I sat there, and I'm like, I am having such a hard time spending $75 on this right now. I don't know why. I think it's because the pictures were not, like, giving it to me for being $75, but I feel like if I were to see these in person, I would, like, lose my shit. Because I guarantee that these are stunning. If you have them, let me know your thoughts. I had the Soft Warm Rose because I love like a pinky highlight. It's just like my favorite. And I really want to try that formula, like, really bad. So that's going to stay on the loves list for now, but that's a good one to keep in mind, like, for the VIB sale. But I'm like, should I have gotten that? Then we have the NARS, the Saint Germain Day Prey eyeshadow palette from the Claudette collection. I'm going to take this off because at this point, I'm not going to get it. If I was going to get it, I already would have. And the one that I'm looking at for NARS is their holiday palette. So excited about it. Then we have the Ole Henriksen, the Lemonade Smoothing Scrub. I wanted to ask you guys your opinions on this one, if you've tried it, because the back of my legs, they always, like, even if I'm, like, freshly shaved, they never feel smooth. It's like I have a lot of texture, like, on the back of my thighs. So I thought maybe something like this might be good for that. Sharon! Yes! First live! I love that for us. Welcome! So this one, I want to know if you guys have tried it, if it's like a game changer, if it helps with brightening, like all the things. Right? Now she's telling me get it. Where were you like a week ago? Do I like the Hourglass blush stick? Not my fave. One of my least favorite formulas, honestly, for cream blushes. But it's because it's matte. That's why. I like it more like luminous sort of a situation, especially for creams. So keep me posted on that one. I'll keep it on there for now, but I could see that coming off if it's not, like, life-changing. By the way, guys, there's 149 people watching and 105 thumbs ups. Come through. I felt like a bitch the last time. I was like, guys, it's not that fucking hard. Hit the thumbs up. But really, though, it's not that hard. So, Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Powder Foundation. I have come to terms with myself. Fenty is not for me. I don't know why. It's nothing against, like, Rihanna. Nothing like that. It's just every time I try their products, I am just like, nah. Or I really like it at first, and then I try it again, and I'm like, what? I like this? Especially complexion. Like, I think every complexion that I've tried, the hydrating one, that fucked me up a little bit, though, because at first I loved it, and then I was like, wait, what happened? And it almost felt like it expired, like, within, like, 2 months. So, I don't know. Every single time, though, I just need to stop. It's just not for me. No, I don't need it. We're going to take it off. Then we have the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer Plumping Gloss in the shade Ultra Pink. I think I added this when there was a collection that dropped. I think when I got that box back there sent to me, this dropped around that time. So it had to be like a spring collection. I don't know. This dropped and I was like, ooh, it's pink. Love it. I'm not going to get it. I do really like the formula of the lip maximizers. I have one, but I don't like the applicator. It's like so tiny, which I like that for precision, but I have to like dip in so many times to get the amount of gloss that I like. So I don't need it. And then we've got Tom Ford fucking Fabulous Travel Spray. This is a collection. I want to just own it because it's called fucking Fabulous. Like, there's a palette, there's the lipstick, there's this. It's a whole collection of fucking Fabulous, and I'm like, I feel like I need that in my life. Because the palette, I'm definitely buying because it's nude dip, so that's like a permanent palette you can always get, but it's got the special black packaging. I don't know what this even smells like. I just saw the name, and I'm like, yep, I'm going to add that in there. So, I should probably look at, like, the notes and stuff, but we're not going to do that today. I'm gonna keep it, though. It's going to stay on there, and I love the name. I also love the fact that Tom Ford has a lipstick called Pussy Power. I feel like I need that one as well. And then we have the Tatcha, the Dewy Serum Resurfacing and Plumping Treatment. This is honestly one that I'm shocked that I did not get when it dropped because of how much I love Tatcha products, especially like the Dewy line, like the Dewy Skin Cream. Y'all know. I feel like I need to get this at some point, but I think I'm trying to basically like consolidate down all of the skincare that I have. Like, I need to really go through everything and be like, okay, are you going to use this? Are you not? Because I got like a bunch of stuff sent to me, so that kind of took over my very small medicine cabinet. That's a lie. It's not very small. I just have too much shit. Let's say what it really is, Brittany. So I'll probably end up picking this up. I don't know if it'll be during the VIB sale, or Tatcha has sales all the time too. QVC has really good sales on Tatcha as well. I'm going to keep it for now, but I could see myself definitely buying it somewhere else. And then Patrick Ta, the matte suede lipsticks. I love I have two shades. I've got like the bright orange and the bright pink. He has a fantastic matte formula. It's very comfortable. It's very long lasting. That shit will stain your lips though, like the shades that I have. So I wanted to try the neutral nude, but I have so many nude lipsticks, and this is very much the vibe right now. Like, take away the gloss, this lipstick, I was like, oh my god, I think I just found a new favorite formula because it's so pretty. So I think I'm going to take this one off. And I'm also going to take this one off, the Love Palette, because it's still on sale, but it's out of stock. I bought it because it was on sale. So, yeah, I got the Love Palette with the retro. Why? Not sure, but I did it, so I can take it off my loves list. And then we have the Melt Cosmetics The Digital Dust Blush Duo in the shade Queen Bee. I have one shade, and I swear it's like every time I use it, I hate the way that it looks. I need to pull it out again. What shade do I even have? If it's right here, I'll pull it out, but I don't think it is. Oh, it is right here. I love this packaging. I have the shade Raw Honey. This one is just too cool tone for me. I think I'll be more favorable to this in like fall, winter. So that's when you'll probably see me pull this back out. But this packaging was so well done. Like, overall, I'm like, oh, this is like such a product that I would love. So that's where I was going to get Queen Bee for like the summertime because it's more like bronzy and golden. But since that is basically coming to an end, unfortunately, everybody's over here wishing for fall, and I'm like, nah, bitch, it's still summer. It's still summer. I'm not ready. I don't want snow yet. I'm going to take this off. I feel like if I was going to buy it, I would have bought it already. And then the Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I'm going to take this off as well because I feel like I always see this as like gift with purchase. I'm not going to buy it at Sephora. We're going to take it off. It's a fantastic setting spray though. Like if you want longevity, that's one of the best I've tried. It's just the scent that I don't really like. And then we have the Major Beauty Headlines, the Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in the shade Oh She Different. But I might keep this one in there. I could potentially end up picking this up because I kept this on my loves list because I wanted to get it in like fall, winter, because summertime, I have a certain vibe, like spring, summer, and then I've got my fall, winter. This is such fall, winter. I love these. I already have Do We Know Her and She's So LA. I love just the whole concept. I love the packaging. Patrick Ta's just over there fucking crushing it, right? I really like his products. I really like his brand. I've said that enough, I think. I'm going to keep that on there because I may end up picking that up during the VIB sale. And then we have the Major Brow Shaping Wax. I think I'm past this one. Like, I was really tempted to get it, and I'm like, I just think this is, like, too much work. Because you got to, like, spray your spoolie, work your spoolie in, and then apply it. Like, just give me a fucking brow gel. Where I just dip it in, and that's it. You know? I'm going to take that off, too. And then this product, oh my god. This was recommended to me, I think, like, a year and a half, 2 years ago. The Kerastase Nutritive 8-Hour Magic Night Serum. When I tell you that there's a hair product that is a fucking game changer, it's this. It's $56. I really hope that they do a gift set like they did last year. So you had the full size of the night serum, and then you also got like a hair oil. It was the same price as this year. It was a holiday set, so I'm sure they're going to do it again. That's a run, don't walk. This has lasted me, because I only use it like once every like week, maybe every other week sort of a situation. I use a lot because I really wanted to get all up in my hair. Smells incredible. Oh my god. If there was a shampoo and conditioner that smelled like this, there probably is, and I just haven't found it yet. It smells so phenomenal. Like when you rinse it out of your hair, you're just like, oh, I smell delicious. It just has like a perfect salon hair smell to it. Like, I think that's what it is. Like, I like my body to smell like fruity and sexy and da-da-da-da-da. And then I like my hair to smell like it's like fresh out of a salon. There's just two very different vibes there. So this, if you need a product that's gonna really help restore your hair, it's fantastic. Fantastic. Rose says everything Kerastase is exceptional. I got a hair mask in like a purple tub. I think it was in one of my last VIB sale hauls. That one was a miss for me compared to this. Like, this was just like, drop the mic. I don't need anything else in my collection. That's how good it is. It's incredible. Like, I cannot say enough good things about this. Bet your sweet titties that this is going to be on my recommendation. Because it's so fucking good. It's incredible. And then we have the bronze eyeshadow palette. I was sitting over there like this, like when I saw the Love palette go on sale, I'm like, please let the bronze palette go on sale, because this one, I think color story wise, is my absolute favorite. I'm like, why did I not buy this when it launched? Like, I'm still like shook at myself. I think where I'm at with Natasha, I'm like, I think I'm just really spoiled with especially like brands like Makeup Geek, Sydney Grace, fucking Lunar Beauty, like Alien Cosmetics. There's so many brands that I have just found that have perfect shadow formulas for me. And more times than not, I feel like Natasha's color stories are really appealing to me. But as far as like her metallics, they never really get me like a lot of indie brands do, especially when you're comparing them to like Davina. Like, Natasha could never. So I think when this launched, I was like, oh, it's basic. It's, you know, it's everything that I love. But I'm like, I have a feeling that I'm going to be judging it or comparing it to all of these other like metallics that I love. And I think that's why I didn't get it. But I still really want this palette. I'll get it at some point, but when, I'm not really sure. And then we have another of the cream and powder blush duo from Patrick Ta, and She's That Girl. If I'm going to get one, it's going to be the first one. I'm going to keep that on here for now, because eventually I'd like to probably own them all. And then the NARS Afterglow Lip Balm, $28. I'm just like, I remember I saw Babs Beauty apply this, and I'm like, oh, it looks so good on her. I think she's a lighter skin tone than I am, so it looked really like orangey and beautiful. I don't doubt that this would be beautiful, but if I haven't bought it already, I'm not going to fucking buy it. And then the Cinema Secrets, we already talked about it earlier. I'm going to keep that big size on there because, like, look at that savings. Like, $96 value. You pay $45 for it. Fantastic product. I love it. And then this is another bronzer I've eyed for so long, and I'm surprised that I have never bought it. The Tom Ford, the Soleil Glow bronzer. I have the, one of the originals, and I never touch them, but I think it's because they're like so extra. I love the packaging. I want to get this, and I think that this is the mini size, because I think the full size is like over $100. I just haven't done it yet. I still want to get this at some point, but I just haven't yet. We'll see. Maybe in the future. We'll keep her there. She could stay. Patrick Ta, the Major Glow Lip Shine. In the shade, She's an Influencer. It's a pink pearl. Let me tell you about this gloss. I feel like I said this the last time we did a declutter, because I know that these were on here. This gloss, you first apply it and you're like, okay, it's cute. And then you apply another layer. You're like, oh yeah, that's pretty. And then you apply another layer and another layer. Like, the more layers you apply of this, the more exquisite it is. I'm just like, I'm one of those people, I hate constantly dipping in for my glosses, but there's something about the Patrick Ta one that you're just like, you know what, I don't even care. I'm just going to keep doing it because of the sparkle and just how juicy, and it's got this like menthol-y feel, or like, I don't even want to say menthol because I think that freaks people out sometimes. It has like a cooling sensation, which I love that shit. This is a formula, like if you haven't tried it, I wish they would change the applicator just so you didn't have to constantly go in. but formula-wise, it's beautiful and the way that it looks. And then this concealer, the Armani The Power Fabric Concealer, I have eyed this for far too long. Still haven't purchased it. I'm not going to purchase it yet. This is, I feel like if I was going to get it, I probably would have by now, but I still really want to try it. I'm going to keep it. But I have a feeling I would get it through Armani because they always have, like, 40% off, like, randomly. I'm going to take it off. Fuck it. I'm going to take it off because I won't buy it at Sephora. And then, I'm missing a product on here. I'll talk about it at the end. So then the Charlotte Tilbury, the Beauty Highlighter Wand in Peachgasm. This is out of stock fucking everywhere. These are a run, don't walk. I love these damn things. And then I also have Goldgasm, which is the gold highlighter. I have both of the Pillow Talk. I've got the Contour Wand. I've got Pinkgasm. I just want to own these all. Spotlight, I have that one too. I had Biba, like the Natasha Denona Biba palette on here. I just don't know where the hell it went, but that's still on my loves list. Because that's the one palette that's over $100 from Natasha that I still want to this day because I think it's like pure perfection. So, going back to what we were talking about when we first started the video, they're having 20% off right now for Sephora for foundations. So if you're in the market for a foundation, I'm going to tell you my favorites. All right? So let's dive in, and I'll link these down below for you guys. I already have links for Sephora, but I'll link these like each individually at Sephora, but I have linked down below JCPenney's and also Kohl's as well, because you can shop Sephora on there now, but I don't think all of these are going to be available on like the other retailers, but I could be wrong. I don't know. You'll figure it out, I'm sure, right? So the first one I want to mention is not one that I wear often, but there's like very specific times that I wear it. It's the Makeup Forever, the Matte Velvet Skin. This is a perfect event foundation. So if I want to look poreless, flawless, I want to look matte, especially for, I would say, like really hot days, this is one that I do reach for a lot, and it's very full coverage. So this one is very different for me as far as what I typically look for, but this has a very specific purpose. So if you like full coverage, matte finish, and you want your skin to look like a fucking doll, this is the one that you're just like, you should probably try this one, because it is really, really great, and it feels literally like velvet. Like, it feels very lightweight, but then to the touch, like when you touch your face, it does feel like a velvety sort of a texture. At least it does for me. So that one's definitely one that I recommend. I also recommend, I know I had these out earlier, the one that I'm wearing on my face right now is the Tom Ford, this Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. I think this is usually like $88. This is wonderful. Again, it's what's on my face right now. It's not matte. At least I don't think it's matte. It's, to me, it's like a natural finish. It does lean a little bit more matte in the natural spectrum, get it right. But I think this looks beautiful on my skin. Like, this is a foundation I could wear like on a day-to-day basis because it doesn't look like I'm wearing a shit ton of foundation. But I will say about this one, if you're eyeing it and if you're sensitive to smell, this has a very apparent lavender scent to it, because I think they use like lavender oil or something like that. But if that doesn't bother you, this is one, I think I've recommended this ever since I got it, I think like a year and a half, maybe even 2 years ago. This also has that same type of fragrance as well, just an FYI. And the Shade and Illuminate foundation does as well. So there's that one. I also wanted to mention this one because if you pull up foundations, this doesn't show up, but I double checked just to make sure. The Charlotte Tilbury, the Hollywood Flawless Filter, this, the 20% off will apply towards this. So this I personally use for like underneath my makeup. I'll use this basically on all the high points, but it does have a slight sheer coverage to it. But this is more of like, I could use this as a primer or like a liquid highlight, if that makes sense. So I don't use this necessarily for foundation because I would look crazy because of how luminous it is. But if you were in the market for this, it does apply to that for the 20% off. And then, if this one shows up, because I didn't see it, but I'm like, I could have swore this was available at Sephora. The Dior, the Forever Natural Nude Foundation, this is going to be that, I would say like light but buildable medium coverage. almost reminds me of like a tinted moisturizer, but better, because tinted moisturizers look like shit on my skin. When I first tried this, I hated it. But as long as I spot conceal, this looks so natural. Like, this is like day-to-day type foundation. But I just don't know if this is available on Sephora. So there's that one. And then I'm debating. Like, I feel like I'm missing one. I had 6. I posted them on my Instagram earlier. If you guys have recommendations as well, leave them in the live chat and explain, like, why you like them. Like, basically, like, how I'm doing it to you. Like, if you're looking for this, maybe recommend this one, because it's not just about me and my recommendations, guys. You guys recommend shit to me all the time and recommend it to each other. So let's keep that energy going. But the Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, the Gucci foundation. When I tell you my husband looks at me different when I wear this, he fucking looks at me different. I don't know what kind of magic is in this, but it looks incredible on my skin. I have texture, I have like large pores, I got all that shit. It lasts so well on my skin. Like, this is so nice. Like, this is my event foundation now. The only downfall, like the only critique that I have for this foundation is it's very yellow. So if you are not yellow skin tone, I would recommend like go cool tone because of how yellow these pull. So I have the shades, just so you guys have a reference. I've got 280C, which I never go cool tone, ever. I always try to stick neutral or warm, but these are so yellow, I had to go cool. And I also have 220N. So 220N is still yellow, full stop. Just be careful. It's like one of those things, like, you don't want to suggest this, but it's like, if you don't have a local Sephora that has these in store, order more than one to get the right shade. Or just be mindful, look up swatches, just be aware. Very, very yellow. But that's the only critique that I got for that one. But if I had to pick a foundation, and I did, I bought another one, the Dior Air Flash is chef's fucking kiss. This is if you want natural. I would say this is like, I mean, you could have such a sheer coverage of this. This is one of the most universal foundations, I feel like. I feel like any skin type, this has a great shade range. It's literally perfection. Pure fucking perfection. They could not have done this better. It is an aerosol, so it's basically just like a spray. So I picked up another one of these today, actually. How I like to apply it is actually spray my brush and then apply it that way. If I want a little bit lighter coverage, I'll apply it with a sponge, but I do prefer a brush for this one. With the Gucci foundation, I would describe that as medium coverage, buildable, and just flawless. But it still looks like shockingly skin-like, but it's like you could tell you have makeup on. It's like a showstopper. I don't know. That's why I say it's like my event foundation. I'm missing one. Where's my phone? I'm looking to see what other one, because I posted 6, and I'm like, what was the other one that I posted today? Tom Ford, Gucci, Air Flash. Oh, I don't have it. That's why I didn't mention it. Another one that I love. I reviewed this so long ago, I'd probably cringe so hard watching the video now, but the Lancome, the Teint Idol foundation, it's basically the foundation version of this concealer that I always use. It's another one. It's got, I would say, medium coverage, very natural looking. Actually, like, finish-wise, it reminds me of probably the Tom Ford Traceless, like, soft matte Traceless foundation. It kind of reminds me of this, except I think it's a little bit thicker. Because this is a very thin consistency, but it does remind me of this one a lot. If you want to watch that hella old video, like, go nuts. But I still do recommend the Lancome one. But I would say Dior kills it. But also ask yourself, what do you look for in a foundation? So if you guys are wondering what other people like, whatever, feel free, leave a comment down below like, hey, my skin's this, I'm looking for this. And then interact with each other in the comments, because I love when you guys do that. It, like, brings me joy seeing all the britches chatting in the comment section. So, what's on your guys' love list? Are you excited about the sale? Are you over it? What basically, like, what are you excited about? Like, holiday releases? I'm so overwhelmed. I will be back. I'll be back probably tomorrow, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Maybe I'll do the Natasha Denona, the retro. No, you know what I'm going to do? A testing new makeup video, because we're about to. We've got that palette. We've got Tom Ford. I could show you guys that stuff. If you are wondering what's on my eyeballs, because I've been telling you guys I've had these and I couldn't show them yet, Odin's Eye is launching new palettes. So if you're wondering what's on the eyes, here you go. They're launching these 3 palettes here, and they're in collaboration with Annette's Makeup Corner. I think this woman is Judy, I think is her name. I'm not familiar with her. Yeah, it's just Judy, I think, on YouTube. And then Tina from the Fancy Face. This is the one I'm actually wearing today. Look how fucking pretty these are. Like, these were ones I'm like, I saw pictures, I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. Because I was actually planning on giving 2 of them away. But then when I got them in real life and I saw the color stories, I'm like, these are super fun but super wearable. Like, is this a look that I would do all the time? No, but it's still super fun. And let me tell you about these multi-chromes that they got going on in here. Phenom. I'm still testing these, figuring out which ones I like, which I don't like. But I think I filmed swatches. I don't know. I'll probably dedicate a video to these next week. I think these launch on the 19th, though. I'm going to try to get a video up on these. Or maybe I'll do you guys want these tomorrow? Let me know. Let me know what you guys want to see next. But let me show you the inside. Look, this is my favorite one. Oh, I love this color story. It's so pretty. Like, this is just like my wheelhouse. And they all have like one really special, beautiful multi-chrome sort of a shade. Oh my god. But this one, I saw the greens and I'm just like, oh my god. Greens and purples, like, you're just after my heart. And then this one, I don't know why I expected it to look so different. And I'm just like, yes. Yes, right? Where's that multi-chrome? I just love swatching multi-chrome. It's so sad because it's like they don't translate the same over camera how they look in real life. Yeah, it's like you can kind of see it with this one up here, but the other 2, it's like you can't really see. They look so different in real life. So if you guys want these next, if you want a testing new makeup, you guys tell me and I'll come back tomorrow for that. And then I just saw somebody ask what's on my lips. You're going to hate me for this one because she's spency. But bitch, when I tell you these Hermes lipsticks are fucking bomb, the fucking bomb. So this is the lipstick, and then I'm actually wearing Pat McGrath for my gloss. So this is technically a matte formula. These are not matte. These are like a satin, in my opinion, which is my favorite. These remind me so much of NARS Audacious, which are another one of my faves. And then the gloss is Divine Rose from Pat McGrath. Yeah. So you guys are saying Odin's Eye. I want to see the Natasha Denona retro and the Love Tomorrow. All right, you guys got to sound off what ones you guys want. If you guys enjoyed today's video, if you guys are decluttering your loves list, let me know. I don't know, just let me know all the things. But guys, I really want to remind you to go over to my last video and check out the information for the giveaway, because I'm giving away the Makeup Geek, the Fall Scenes palette, because Makeup Geek needs that hype, guys. I don't know what people are doing, still sleeping on Makeup Geek, but I'm giving away that palette. Here, let me show you what it looks like. So I did all the swatches of the new... Oh no, I took it out. I put it back in my matrix. But I showed swatches of all the new foiled shadows, and I also featured 2 looks, right? 2 looks with the fall scenes, and it looked beautiful. And I just basically raved about Makeup Geek for an hour and a half. So there's that. So let me know what you guys want to see. These are the palettes coming from Odin's Eye. Congrats to all these beautiful ladies for the collab, because I was like, I didn't realize that this was a collab initially. So super exciting. I'm pretty sure that's Odin's Eye first collaboration in general anyways. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed it, if you guys loved me and my sparkling personality, feel free to subscribe, turn on your notifications, because we just randomly go live all the time. And then I will be out of commission for Saturday. I have a wedding. And then Sunday, I'm going to try to do a declutter at night or super early in the morning, because I have something I need to do that's bar related on Sunday. So other than that, like the damn video, or if you didn't like it, thumbs it down. That's cool too. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I will see you guys in my next one. Okay, bye!